Hello, Mount Calvary family. How are you? I hope you are staying healthy and well during this quarantine time. I know it's real difficult and it's a challenging time in our lives right now, but we have to maintain and follow our CDC guidelines in order to stay healthy and well so that this virus does not attack us. I do miss each and every one of you, seeing every one of you face to face. Just in case some of you don't know who I am, my name is Annette White. I am one of your praise and worship singers that usually sings with the choir, with the praise and worship team, but because of the quarantine and the pandemic right now, you really haven't seen me singing at all, and I miss singing. I hope that someday soon we will get this pandemic under control and then we can see each other face to face again. As I said, I'm one of the praise and worship singers, and I am also a registered nurse. So today I just want to take a few minutes to share a healthy tip with you that during this quarantine time that you should be able to maintain if you should choose to do so. But I do want to provide a disclaimer at this time as well. Please make sure that you check with your primary provider, your doctor, before performing any of these or implementing any of these practices. I want to talk to you about the benefits of water. Yes, water has benefits. Even though a lot of people don't like it, it has many benefits. In fact, I'm going to talk to you about 15 different benefits that water has. I'm going to share some simple facts with you about water and just let you know that keeping hydrated is crucial for health and well-being. But many people do not consume enough fluids each day. A couple of fast facts. Adult humans are 60% water, and our blood is 90% water. There is no universally agreed quantity of water that must be consumed daily, even though most people have heard that you should consume at least 8 glasses of water. So I know many of you have heard that drinking at least 8 glasses of water a day is the average that we should be taking in, but there's not been any true evidence in that aspect. It really depends on the person themselves, their activities, and actually the amount of water that each person's body may need in order to function properly in every organ to be able to fulfill each purpose that it was designed for. Water is essential for the kidneys and other bodily functions. When dehydrated, the skin can become more vulnerable to skin disorders and wrinkling. Drinking water instead of soda can help with weight loss. Did anybody know that? I just found this out just recently. I'm like, oh, wow, okay. So anyway, we're going to start out with the 15 benefits of drinking water. The first one is that it lubricates the joints. Cartilage found in the joints and the disc of the spine contains around 80% of water. Long-term dehydration can reduce the joint shock absorbing ability, leading to joint pain. That's like in your knees, your elbows, those areas where you have the joints at. There's fluid there that help keep those areas lubricated. So when you're dehydrated, you lose that fluid, you lose that ability, so those bones or the cartilage and stuff begin to rub together, and in lieu of that, you end up starting to suffer from pain in those different areas. The second one is it forms saliva and mucus, and we need both of those in order to properly have, our digestion, and also to get rid of germs within our respiratory system. Saliva helps us to digest our food and keeps the mouth, nose, and eyes moist. This prevents friction and damage because when you're dehydrated, your eyes can get dry. The blinking or any kind of foreign objects that can get in your eye can cause a scratch or abrasion to your cornea, which could cause some severe damage and also impair your vision. So you don't want to have that happen. Drinking water also keeps the mouth clean. If you consume water instead of sweetened beverages, it can also reduce tooth decay. So that's a good thing. The fourth reason it's good to drink water is that it boosts skin health and beauty. With dehydration, the skin can become more vulnerable to skin disorders and premature wrinkling. So that's why you can a lot of times see people that are well hydrated, and you see how their skin glows. And even if they're older age, they don't look their age because their skin is well hydrated, and it keeps the wrinkles from developing. Drinking water also cushions the brain, spinal cord, and other sensitive tissue. Dehydration can affect the brain structure and the function. It is also involved in the production of hormones and neurotransmitters. Hormones like insulin, other hormones like from the adrenal gland that helps the body to function, hormones that come from the thyroid. We also have neurotransmitters in our brain that transmits different messages to different areas of our brain, such as the pain center, respiratory center. But when we have prolonged dehydration, it can lead to problems with thinking and reasoning. So it's very important that we stay hydrated. Another reason to drink water is that it regulates body temperature. Water that's stored in the middle layers of the skin comes to the skin surface as we sweat when the body heats up. As it evaporates, it cools the body down, especially when you're doing some type of sports. So we definitely need the water for that purpose. Some scientists have suggested that when there's too little water in the body, heat storage increases and the individual is less able to tolerate heat strain. That's where some people may end up suffering from heat stroke or heat exhaustion, just because they don't have enough fluids in their body. Having a lot of water in the body may reduce physical strain if heat stress occurs during exercise. However, they have to do more research in this, as this has not been totally confirmed as of yet. Another reason for drinking water would be the digestive system depends on it. The bowels need water to work properly. Dehydration can lead to digestive problems such as constipation and an overly acidic stomach. If you don't have enough fluids in your body, it can affect your stomach. It can affect your digestion, cause constipation. And affecting your stomach, you also have the potential for developing ulcers. And so you don't want to have to deal with that, as well as it can also cause heartburn, or what some people call acid reflux. The water also flushes away body waste. Water is needed in the process of sweating and removal of urine and feces. Like I said earlier, if you don't have enough fluid in your bodies, if you're dehydrated, you have a tendency to suffer from constipation. Therefore, you're retaining those wastes in your body, which is not healthy. Water can also help maintain blood pressure. When dehydrated, airways are restricted by the body in an effort to minimize water loss. This can make asthma and allergies more intense, and you have more of a tendency to have asthma attacks, or for your allergies to stir up a lot more. Water makes minerals and nutrients accessible. Water is needed for some minerals that we have in our body in order for us to properly digest them. They actually need water in order to dissolve and be dispersed into different areas of our body. Water also can prevent kidney damage. The kidneys do regulate fluid in the body, and insufficient water can lead to kidney stones, as well as other problems like urinary tract infections, kidney infections, which is not fun, I'm sure. If some of you have experienced any of these illnesses, it is very uncomfortable. Water can boost your performance whenever you're exercising. What you wouldn't normally be able to tolerate when you're exercising, say if some people want to exercise beyond 30 minutes, if they're well hydrated, they are better able to tolerate exercising more than 30 minutes. But if they're not, their max will probably be 30 minutes, if not less, because the body does not have enough fluid to tolerate all of the strain. Number 15 says that water reduces the chance of hangover. Now, I know we don't drink, so we may not have to deal with this issue, but just for information purposes, if you are at a party and you can drink unsweetened sodas with ice and lemon and alternate it with alcoholic drinks, it could prevent overconsumption of alcohol, leading to intoxication and then the next morning hangover. Okay, so I just wanted to share those tidbits with you. I hope they will be helpful. I will give you a challenge, though, that if you are not drinking enough water, that maybe this week you want to, or next week you want to try the challenge of drinking enough water to keep your body hydrated. We can, even though it's not been proven, we can still go by the average amount of water that has been recommended, like 8 glasses of water. You can start with that. But if, like I said before, if you have any kind of medical conditions or chronic conditions that you're dealing with, or even if you don't have them, please check with your doctor first before you take on this challenge, because you don't want to do something that may be more harmful to you than beneficial. There are some people that may be on fluid restrictions if they have certain chronic health conditions, so this may not be feasible for them, but to the best of your ability, in order to keep your bodies hydrated, it would be a good idea to take in water, because there are so many benefits from it that that could be very helpful in keeping you healthy. You can, if you don't drink tap water, you can drink bottled water. I know myself, I like drinking bottled water. I don't like drinking from the tap, but I will. Some people like spring water, some people like filtered water, whatever kind of water that you like to drink, you go for it and see if that. It also, one thing I forgot to mention, water also can help give you more energy. And earlier I mentioned that water can help with weight loss, and the way that it does that is that if you drink water before your meals, it will give you that sensation of being full, so you won't take in so much food. And that's the way in which it can help you to lose weight. Like I said, I hope this is helpful for you, and that you will take advantage of this opportunity. There is actually an app that you can get from the App Store that you can put on your phone that notifies you or alerts you every hour to drink a certain amount of water throughout the day. If you don't have access to that app, then you can, I'm sure you can set an alarm on your phone or set an alarm on any of your smart devices to remind you every hour, every couple of hours, to drink some fluids. And, you know, any way that you can go about getting those fluids into you and helping to keep you healthier, I would advise you to go ahead and take advantage of that. Okay, that's all I have for you today. And like I said, I hope to see each and every one of you someday soon, face to face, so we can fellowship. You all have a great day and be blessed. Thank you.